Even though we have some waterfowl of the world.
They do best, and that's climb. As I mentioned, their range will extend down into the rainforest where jaguars and mountain lions roam the forest floor. They eat quadrumundis. Quadrumundis will build a nest in a tree where they'll keep their young out of harm's way. Now, what we like them to demonstrate is how they'll use a very special body part, their tail, to help maintain their balance as they go across our rope. Well, in this case, we're going to use our very long sickle-like claws that enable them to hang on to the rope. Yeah, Lucy, you took the easy way out. Okay, Ethel, let's see if you can't redeem quadrumundi kind. Now, as I was mentioning, they'll let the young come out of that nest when they feel comfortable that the young would be able to fend for themselves if there was a predator that might try and do them some harm. Okay, Ethel, let's see if you can do it all the way across. Now, she'll use her tail like a high wire act. We'll use a balance pole. Swing it back and forth, and it'll let her know which way she needs to compensate so she doesn't fall. Take your time. You're almost there. That's going to wrap it up for Lucy and everything else. We have a brother to the two ladies that you just met. His name is Curly. Whenever we get the opportunity, we try and bring the animals as close to you as we possibly can. We do ask that you please remain in your seats. Don't try and reach out and pet Curly. He's very comfortable with the people he works with on a daily basis. But someone new, he might give you a little bit of a souvenir that you really hadn't bargained for. Now, along with Curly this morning, how about a warm welcome for animal trainer, Ms. Susie Jones.
All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you. Now, Curly's going to come out here and demonstrate and show off his major sense. Just by looking at him, what would you say is his major sense? Pretty easy question. Look on the schnoz on this kid. It's a sense of smell. Well, we're going to test his nose in a couple of ways. Now, I need the help of somebody that has some perfume with them. I need somebody that has... Do you have some perfume with you? You want to get it out and help me out? All right. Do you know what kind of perfume you have today? California. Okay. The California animal is about to invade Curly's territory. Now, what I need you to do is take your perfume and see that round disc just partway down on the railing there? Put one squirt of your perfume on that disc, and I'm going to show you how Curly would go about reclaiming his territory from the California animal. Okay, now, don't worry, it's not disgusting. Now, you're all safe. What you need to know is he has a scent gland located in his tail. Watch what he does when he smells this California animal. He doesn't smell it. Did you not? What, you want to go do something? Smell that? Do you smell it? He can. It's in there. Get rid of it. Now see how he wraps his tail around his body and scratches at the scent gland to activate it. He is, as I speak, laying down ode to Curly over the smell of California to reclaim the disc. Poor Curly the Quadrumundi. Nicely done, kid. Yes. Thank you both. Isn't that spectacular stuff? All right, well, I'm going to need your help one more time, if you wouldn't mind. Let me get something here for you. Let me get all the dead bugs off of it. Okay, here you go. Don't worry, it's dead. Okay, you take that. Now I'm going to take Curly down here, and I'm going to cover up his eyes. And what I need you to do is hide that gacky piece of meat. Don't eat it. Hide it on that stove of wood right there. Anywhere you'd like. Now we're going to get his eyes covered. Okay, now pick a really good spot, because it's his nose against your brain. Hang on, Curly. She's working on it. She's taking her vicious volunteer here, all right. Okay. Now, you can have a munchie for the road here. Oh, here, how you do that. Okay. Are we ready? Now, he's going to rush right down and search using only the power of his hypersensitive little nose until he finds the food. Start the clock. It's ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Did he already get it? All right. How about a hand for the schnoz?
Range down to the outskirts of the rainforest. Her name is Desiree. She's a red-tailed hawk. She's located in that remote release cage at the top of the stadium. Now we're going to ask Desiree to perform a high-speed dive or a modified hunt right over your folks' heads. Now we do ask that everyone please, very nice. Thank you. Notice this behavior she's doing with this, well, she was doing it a second ago. She's kind of got her wings spread out just a little bit. Well, she's putting her tail in. Well, what she would have been doing if she would have had her wings out and her tail spread out would be a natural behavior called mantling. Any other bird of prey that would be in the area. Not that another bird would come down and take the food away from her, but they could startle her. She might drop that food, and that would give that bird an opportunity at Desiree's kill. Once again, the food on the glove is already dead. And I see some of you staring rather intently at what we're feeding Desiree this morning. Anyone know what she's getting? Mice? We do feed her mice, but that's not what she's getting this morning. I heard someone say chick. Yes, exactly. We're feeding Desiree a little piece of cut-up chick. Oh, I see. Oh, and I see a few sour expressions out there. I want you folks to be honest with me. How many of you like chicken McNuggets? How many had turkey on Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. Like fried chicken. All right, parts are parts. Desiree can't go down to Bob's, McDonald's, or Kentucky Fried like you and I can, so it's very important that we provide her with the same type of food here at the zoo that she would eat naturally if she were living in the wild. Now, well, we figure Desiree's about 10 years old, and hopefully we'll have her here for a good 15 more years. That's going to wrap it up for Desiree, our Red Cow Hawk. Thank you. Now, the next animal coming out is a member of the skunk and the weasel family. This animal has a cousin that ranges down into the South American rainforest that reaches 6 feet in length. His name is Kasut, and Susie's ready to make the introduction.
Yes, here we come. Kasut is a North American river otter. Yeah, isn't he cute? Now, what I'm going to do first off the bat here is ask Kasut to get himself all wet. In fact, let's get you really wet. Because I want to demonstrate, or have Kasut demonstrate, rather, Kasut, how he would take care of his fur. Stand up for these folks. And see where his fur is parting? It's a lighter colored underneath? That's because it's actually still dry. He could spend all day long in the water, never actually get his skin wet, because his fur is so densely compacted that it traps a layer of air within his fur to insulate his body from cold water. Well, how an otter would go about taking care of his fur is a river otter has access to dry land. They would find a pile of dry leaves or grass. Are you done chewing? And dry off. No, Kasut, come on over here. Right here, please. Right here. No, Kasut. Where are you going? I didn't want you to do that. Kasut, right here. Are we paying attention, or are we on autopilot? In there and dry off. Yeah, attaboy. Keep going. Now, he's going to use the shavings just like dry leaves or grass to distribute his own natural body oils throughout his fur, as well as absorb the moisture of his fur and dry off. Just a couple of minutes of this rubbing behavior and he can get completely dry. I want you to go all the way in the big pile there and dry off. How about in that big pile? He likes the shallow stuff. One big, that's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, now let's show these folks how quickly you were able to dry off. All the way up there. Doesn't it look like he's been dipped in shake and bake? I didn't ask you to do that yet. That's called anticipation, trying to figure out what the trainer's going to ask before she asks it. Okay, stand up. Attaboy. See how dry he is already on his chest and belly? Thank you, folks. What a good boy. Attaboy. Now watch your fingers sometimes. Now, let him finish chewing. He can't hear when he's chewing because he actually closes down these little ear flaps that is essential when he spends time in the water, but it means he can't hear when he's chewing. Kasut, attaboy. Cousin to the weasel, member of the mustelid family, but one big difference between an otter and his cousin the weasel, otters can do this, and weasels drown. Now, as I toss fish up and down the moat for Kasut, watch how he makes his way to that food. Just like he would chase down prey in the wild, he uses his webbed rear feet to propel himself through the water, and he uses his tail as a rudder. Now, otters can swim 7 to 8 miles an hour across a frozen lake at 30 miles an hour. Yeah, that was a great one, Kasut. He's being a really good boy out here. And I think maybe I'll go ahead and keep it short for him. He's still chewing. I'm going to wrap it up for Kasut, our North American river otter. Say goodbye to Kasut.
Or an animal that looks like Poncho out in the wild. What you're seeing is the guanaco.
Oh, no, Poncho.
Oh, boy, here we are. We're trying to get this lady's mask here.
Sorry. He's not always very polite.
Now, occasionally Poncho will stumble down the steps there, but he usually makes his way by. Oh, there's the video camera. This gentleman has here. I know Poncho's going to go crank his nose right in the camera. Once again, we appreciate you folks not reaching out and petting him, not unless Susie asks you to do so. It helps us with his training. Yeah, there's a hat. There's a youngster there. Probably Poncho is interested. And continue on his way all the way down. Excuse me, sir.
Okay, just kind of standing still, and there we go. Now, Chirpa is a 6-year-old female mountain lion, and we're just working on getting her back into the shows. She's been off for a couple of months, and since we've been trying to get her back into the shows, she seems to be showing a little bit of show discrimination. So that's why we like to run we want to try running a training session with people in the audience, so it's not actually a show, but it closely simulates it. So we're going to see what she's going to demonstrate right here is the vocalization that classifies her as a small cat.
Listen.
There we go. You can hear her purring. Even though she weighs about 80, 90 pounds, she's still considered a small cat because of that ability to purr, whereas she cannot roar. A big cat, an African lion or tiger, can roar but not purr. So that's the main distinction, rather than size, between big and small cats. What Mark's doing is just asking her to do some of the show behaviors in random order, so I'm just going to kind of be winging it. And okay, what he's going to do is ask her to come out on this log here, and I believe he'll probably demonstrate some husbandry behaviors that she's been conditioned to allow since she was really young. Now, she was hand-raised here at the Hunt Amphitheater since she was just 3 weeks old, and she's now 6 years old, or she'll be 6 in November, I should say. But these husbandry behaviors, she rubbing on them, that's actually, your house cat will do the same thing when they rub their face on you. A lot of times they've got scent glands in the saliva, and they'll rub in the corner of their mouth. They'll kind of rub a little bit of saliva on you. Your cat's spitting on you, but claiming you for its territory. I tell you, he's actually just asking her to be out here, be relaxed, and you're going to do okay. He's going to go ahead and demonstrate a husbandry behavior, and the reason this is showing you that she has all of her teeth and claws. But it's a husbandry behavior because it also allows us to trim her claws if we decided we wanted to do that. You can see him squeezing out the claws on both paws. He may or may not lift up her upper lip so you can see her teeth, but that's also a husbandry behavior. Here we go. Because it means the vets can inspect her teeth and gums without anesthesia, so they serve dual purposes. She's being real good out here, real relaxed. This is exactly. Actually, typically what we've been seeing, she's fine on stage. It's the walking on stage that she doesn't want to do. And so, okay, that's the main thing we wanted to see. So we're going to keep it pretty short for her, and that's going to wrap it up. But
in the acacia sapling, just your right hand on the bus. They have very little leaves, but they have thorny too. They come in different species. This is called thorny acacia. I'll show you bigger acacia trees later on the tour. That's Lena right there, and that's the massage giraffe. If you get a chance, we come back later for a closer look. You'll find some gazelle coming to your right hand on the bus. They're called horned gazelle, or West Africa. Now that's found about 150.
Do you want to see the giraffes?
There's one over there too. It's a baby.
So their blood doesn't all
Oh, yeah. See the baby one over there?
like a little valve.
I think that's a baby. Yeah? He looks like a baby. Yeah. Okay, we'll go down there.
Very cute. The eyes. You're thinking all the pictures. Now it's hard to bring. Yeah, but you got one by now. How do you want to move the camera when you're going to take a lot of footage here? Well, especially with Grant, I'm not.
See the airplane? Over there?
Air San Diego. I lost the. Honey.
Huh?
Honey.
What?
Hi.
Hi. Look at Breanna.
Brianna.
Look at Daddy. Wave
Say hi,
bye.
Papa.
They're pretty. What colors do you see on those birds? What color are the birds? Oh, it's just in my hand. The other one has red and blue and yellow. You like them? Look at him. Is he funny? Look at his tail.
Hey, come on. Look at me. Look at me. Look at Grandpa. Look at me.
Bree.
Gotcha. Okay. All righty.
I know.
Let's look at the board. Let's go see the boars. They don't look too nice. Oh, here's one. I bet you like to do that. Look at how long his hair is. Go see the pinky.
You like that one, don't you?
Look at his big teeth.
Just their decoration. Next to them are the site that comes down to the forest floor. On the right-hand side is a northern Chinese leopard. Leopards come from both. You're going to hear a lot at the zoo. It means we believe these animals will become extinct within the next 15 years. Whales and seals that have washed ashore. Meerkat. Just like the mongoose, they can kill snakes. Remember the story of Ricky Tikki Tavi? They also eat scorpions. They're totally immune to the scorpion's venom. It doesn't affect them. And because they eat snakes and scorpions, they're often kept as house pets in Africa. The Kenyan Impala have a little baby there with them in the rocks. The big birds, of course, are the ostriches. You'll notice these two ostriches are two different colors. That's because one's man's going to be 2 years old in August. This is Castor the male right in front here, Bonnie the female back in the cave. Castor was born here at the zoo about 20 years ago. He weighed in at 8 ounces. He now weighs 1,200 pounds. And he's not even that big a polar bear. He's only about 10 feet tall. The world's record is in their long claws and their front paws they use to rip apart termite mounds. Once they've got the top taken off the termite mound, they'll put their lips over the hole they just made, and they suck all the bugs out. They can suck 4 pounds of termites a day. These are Alaskan brown bears. That's Spanky with his head hanging over the log. These are the bears that fish those big Alaskan salmon out of the river. And that's one of the reasons they get so big. It's like the polar bear, they eat a very high protein diet. This would be the world's heaviest bear. A full-grown male in the wild weighs about 16. Marion barks just like this, like a dog. A seal, on the other hand, tends to gurgle. They sound like a dog that's just gurgle. These 4 are getting ready to go to Indonesia. They've been pulled out from quarantine. They're called a black grizzly, but they're actually a brown bear from China. The Manchurian brown bear is quite a bit darker than the American brown bears we were just looking at. This is King and Queen. And finally, from South America, we have a baby Grito, who's 4 months old. They get their name Spectacles. Well, let's head up the hill now and go take a look at elephants. That's because the Department of Agriculture told us if you're going to keep fruit bats, you've got to keep the males and females separate. If they were to escape...
Yeah, that's his food. He's slowly.
You do? Okay, we're almost there and then we'll go.
Black rhinoceros from Africa. And some Eastern cultures believe if you take rhino horn and grind it up and eat it, that'll get rid of your headache or lower your fever, even act like an aphrodisiac. Because of these beliefs, rhino horn sells for more than gold does, and there's a lot of incentive to continue to kill these animals for their horn. Africa's lost 98, all the different types of support that they need, and it really does. too close to your mouth, then. We're doing food. Whoa. You have listened to Marie? Daddy's taping. Can you wave to Daddy? Say hi, Daddy. Ruby doesn't want no bubble. Come over here. Okay, come get some more bubbles. Take you out. Wave to Daddy.
Ow, my toe, my big one toe.
Your big toe?
Yeah.
You stubbed it?
No, that.
Wave to Daddy.
Well, I hope you didn't. I hope you set this back up after the zoo. I didn't check. Okay.
Will you next time, please check. Low. Your leg. Not so close to your mouth. You're blowing too hard, honey. Real light like this. Here, let's practice. Here. Let's practice. Okay, you do that. Behind you. Hold your hand out.
Don't you remember how I was constantly begging you to let us stay there for 2 more days?
Boat?
Hi. Not me.
Here, I'll hold that. Watch your step, okay? I don't want you to fall.
And then my
Well, Pat, you don't need a quarter. You can just look in here and see everything.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Breanna. Hi.
cheese.
Can you wave? Wave to the camera. Are you taking pictures?
No.
Can you wave?
Do you see the boat? Where's the boat?
I do.
There it is.
I can't get in a boat.
I know. Where's the moon? Yep, there's the moon.
Hi, Daddy.
Thank you.
Gotta come in this here, the ocean.
Guys are coming to see the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My hand cold.
Oh, okay.
Come like this one.
There you go. Is your hands warm now?
¿dónde estamos nosotros llorando? Desde ahí estamos. Another boat.
Yep, there's the boat.
Listen.
Boo. Smells good up here.
Yes, but my good up. Yeah.
Hear the birds?
Another one boat go, Daddy.
Huh?
This is another one boat, Daddy.
Yeah.
Hear that one?
What?
Hear that boat? He's honking.
I don't want to go, Mommy.
Boo. Breanna. Hi.
It's that one. Another one boat, Daddy.
I know, I see that one. Okay, you want to walk up to the house?
Mommy.
Yeah, it's not lit yet.
Breanna,
Say hi to Mom.
hi. What do you see out there? What's out there? Airplane. Airplanes?
And
what else?
What is that? Is that the ocean?
Is that the ocean? I want to see airplane. Breanna. Is that the ocean?
Say hi to Papa.
Papa.
Can you say hi? I miss you. Come on, baby.
They're circling.
Crows. There it is. Get it. Get that big one. Oh, too late. Hang on, let me get some more.
You go, Papa, Daddy.
Big ones?
Yeah. No, big ones.
Oh.
Did it pop? Breanna, wait. Here comes the big one.
Here it is. Get it. Oh, on your hair. Got you.
On my hair? Okay. Me.
Get it. Ah.
Yay. Cheese. Okay, Breanna, can you tell everybody? What is that? I. Then what? That's you. I love you. Can you do it again? I. Show Mom. Over here.
Show Mommy.
I.
Show love.
You.
Where's love? I do love.
You.
No.
Love. You. You.
You.
Let me hold that, Daddy. No, you can't hold the bubbles.